specific? Are there any special ingredients that we have to go to a certain store to get, or no, you can get it from
No,
Walmart,
you just
you
need
know?
eggs and cheese basically and
Right.
bread.
But what kind of cheese and what kind of bread?
I
Those
use
kinds of
feta
things.
cheese.
Right.
I
So
use
the steps
I
to
use
make it, sorry.
yeah. I use Bulgarian feta cheese to be exact.
Right. So where do you get Bulgarian feta cheese?
From like you can get it at Armenian stores. You can get it at
Right. So I mean, that's special. Like you're not going to Walmart to get Armenian feta cheese,
yeah.
which is okay. But that's an important thing here. Um, that would be good to write about. Probably not the scrambled eggs because everyone knows how to make scrambled eggs. Plus, it'd be kind of interesting for your instructor to read. Um, and it sounds like you've already got kind of a process that's very refined,
Yeah.
meaning like
What
you know how
is
to do it. It comes out really well, and
yeah.
every time. So
My dog is chewing on something. I think he's chewing on one of my clothes. Hold on.
okay,
Hermes, what are you doing? He's not looking at me like I'm chewing on your clothes. That's what I'm doing. Okay, he stopped. We're good. We can continue. He
you're
likely
good.
will go back to chewing them again, though.
Okay, all right. So for the Christmas tree, um, a couple of ways you could go. You could talk about how you chose the Christmas tree, or how um, you know, probably how you decorate it. Um, Decorate the house, maybe more generally, because I'm sure there's more than just a tree up. You have other things that you put up, like a wreath, or you know, little gnomes or anorexic Santas, gingerbread, anything like
No,
that.
just the tree.
Just the tree.
Yeah, we've never done the stockings tradition, like the stocking stuffers. We've never done that.
Okay, so it's purely decorating the tree. Okay. Now, does your tree, is it pre-lit?
Yes, but
Okay.
sometimes we put on extra lights for fun.
How about ornaments? Do you have ornaments?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So there's a process for putting ornaments on the tree. It's kind of taking the tree out of the box. Um, on the tree, is there an angel? Did you put something on the top?
Huh?
Is there a topper, tree topper, something on the top?
No, no, there's not. We don't do toppers.
Okay. Did you take any pictures?
Nope, sadly, I did not.
Okay. So I'm feeling like this one's pretty limited right now. Like I'm not, no, I don't know. Did you do a drawing or make a plan, or did you sort of like
Just
free?
sort of did it with my cousin. We were just like, all right, let's just go do this tree. We didn't have a plan for it.
Okay. So that's not going to be that's not really what they're looking for here. They're looking for how something is done, directions or instructions process. And there's definitely that when you make Bulgarian French toast or cheese sandwich or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
Okay. So I'm going to suggest you write about the Bulgarian toast egg cheese sandwich.
thing.
Yeah. What do you think?
Honestly, I was about to say I should just do that one, but you said it for me, so thanks.
You're welcome. Well, that's why you kind of, write out some things. It's like when you're deciding, where should we go eat or where should we do anything, you can write out a few steps and see what you got. So let's go with that one for now. All right. So I want you to tell me, what does the sandwich taste like? What is that first bite like? Name
It
it.
is
Name-
very like okay, hold on.
and we're looking for a lot of detail here.
A lot of detail. Okay.
Yes, a lot of detail.
So when you take a bite out of the sandwich, personally, I feel like it's very soft and fluffy and it tastes like heaven.
Okay.
It's like it's like, wow, I want to eat more of it. And then when you're done, you're like, dang, I want another one.
So write all that down. I include that. That's slice of heaven.
Okay. Choo choo. Sorry, I'm talking to my dog right now. Miss. Okay, never mind. He's too distracted
Yeah,
chewing on whatever he is on the floor. He's chewing on my clothes. Don't know why.
take your time. Yeah, this is really important. This is what the reader wants to. This is the hook. They want to know why they should care about the sandwich.
Honestly, they should care about the sandwich.
Right.
It
That's
is
what you're.
delicious. It is very good. If they say that it's bad, I'm gonna say that they're wrong and be a little sad. But then again, everyone has like their own different tastes for food. I just prefer eating these things too much, which isn't good. But anyway, back to
Well, it's kind
me
of like when you were
writing.
saying you had the coolest dog ever. You're trying to explain why you have the coolest dog ever, and you're trying to explain why this is the best sandwich ever.
Got it. Okay, I just finished typing in the chat.
All right, let's take a look what you got there. All right. Big fluffy and soft. All right. So let's give it a name. Even if it's not the real name, can we call it like a Bulgarian um breakfast sandwich or something?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, it's basically it. Basically.
if you didn't notice, we're using alliteration, and that slice of heaven is a simile.
Yeah.
That was some of the stuff we talked about.
We were just talking about this yesterday.
Yep. Right.
Wowee.
All right. So um I always, it's not, it's a little cliche, but you can always try. You can always start your essays with a question, which is like it helps the reader to know what you're talking about. You could say, have you ever tried a Bulgarian breakfast sandwich? No. Well, let me tell you about it.
Hmm.
When you take a bite out of this egg and cheese sandwich, it's very fluffy and soft since it just came out of the toaster oven. It tastes heavenly after you finish it and you just want another one. It's easy to make also. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're leading the reader into how to make.
What?
We're going to tell the reader how to make one. So,
Okay.
but we don't start with that. We start with the ingredients. So I want you to give me a list of ingredients. Okay. And this has to be everything. It can't be, oh yeah, I forgot that we add a little salt. You have to give me everything. And it can be just a list format. Um, but give me a list of ingredients, and then we'll talk about what kind of kitchen tools you need. What will be the next list? You've already mentioned one of them, that you need a toaster oven. All right. So could you fill in that list for us, please?
Okay. Oh wait, dang it. I actually meant did not mean to send enter. I wasn't even done. I am
That's
so
okay.
sorry.
That's okay.
Oh,
No
I'm
big deal.
actually that's embarrassing. Oopsies. Okay. I just sent it to you in the chat.
Okay. So it looks like you mixed up the the list. We want separate lists, but that's okay. I'll help to separate them out for you. All right. So ingredients. All right. So you need white bread. But what type of white bread? Like what type do you get when you go to the store to get it?
It's the one from Whole Foods.
Okay.
Back.
So we need more information on that. Like white bread could be Italian bread. It could be um, they
It's
have
the one
bread
time
that
I really don't know because my dad gets it all the time from Whole Foods. So I
I'm
don't know.
sure I mean, so that's a really important thing. You think you could do a quick Google search to figure out what type of bread might be?
Okay.
And then the eggs, but like, same thing, like organic egg,
Organic, those are organics.
you know, uh, you want to make this the best.
My dog's barking at a light switch right now.
I hear
Oh,
it.
I'm sorry, he's barking at me.
Are you a light switch?
Yes, apparently I am now. I don't know what this dog is a very confusing dog. I don't know what he wants half the time. He wants to be with someone, and then he wants to leave. He can't make up his mind, you know? I don't know how your cat is. I bet your cat's a little bit more like she knows what she wants.
Yeah, she wants food, but she only knows one thing. Her love language is food.
Me too, bro, me too. So you give me food, I like you. You don't give me food, I hate you, and I don't want to talk to you anymore, basically.
Interesting. It's that's not a love language, and it probably should be.
Yeah. It's like that's what I assumed your cat's like. She's like, you give me food, I'll love you forever. But if you don't,
That's
I
right.
don't know how I
That's
feel
right.
about you.
So she'll move on to the next warm body.
Yeah, my dog is the opposite. He loves everyone equally. I feel like he like sometimes forgets that we're his owners. So he thinks like, oh, if I run away, it's not that big of a deal. It is a big of a deal. You're gonna be someone's lunch. Like, because we have coyotes near us.
Right.
Don't we?
Yeah, the coyotes come by my house almost every night and they eat something.
Yeah. Okay, so I know what it is now from Whole Foods. It's the sourdough organic bread.
Okay, can you put that in the chat there?
Yes. I can only type with one hand now. My dog's licking it, so yeah, it's a struggle.
Now, does it have to come from Whole Foods?
Yes, because
Okay.
the bread at Whole Foods is freshly made.
Okay, so that's important. It's fresh made, fresh baked. Okay, it
Yeah.
can't be, 3-week old bread from San Francisco. Um, now
A
you say here
3-week old bread from San Francisco in your house?
no, but
The
people
what?
details. We're about all about details here. Bulgarian feta cheese. Now you said substitute regular cheese. Do you mean like cheddar cheese would
Not
be okay?
not American cheese, any type of cheese that is white, not the yellow
So you have
American cheese.
so you have to say that. You have to say substitute, and you want to give me that. So basically I'm asking you to replace what's highlighted here with what you just said. So could you fill that in for us?
Yes. All right, there we go.
That's really good because you're even including something that doesn't work. I really like what you did there. Okay, now how many eggs do you need for this?
Just one. Cause
One egg.
yeah, cause fun fact, one egg can actually, this is from my experience, it can like cover two breads. You can make two sandwiches with one egg. It just depends on how
It's
much
it's
cheese you put in.
it's one egg per sandwich then or per is that right? Because we might want to
Yeah.
make if we have a friend.
Yeah, if you want to make two, like four for two for you, two for a friend, I think then it will require like two eggs.
Okay. Now, does the bread come pre-sliced from Whole Foods or do you have to slice it?
We got it pre-sliced from Whole Foods.
It's pre-sliced?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Now, what kind of a bowl? Is it like a bowl you would have cereal in? Cereal in? Is it a
Yes,
serving
a cereal
bowl?
bowl.
Okay. Um, not a mixing
I
bowl.
can no, not a mixing bowl. You can use a very tiny bowl and it'll work. Okay, but
Okay.
this is a question. Um, for should I can include photos for this essay, right? I'll be like, all right, I will show you the steps in case you want to do it at home, you know?
I think that's a great addition. It does not require it, but I think this would really be a great thing
Because
to include. I think it's an
I'm
excellent
literally
idea.
gonna make one after this session. I'm gonna make some, so I might as well just do it then.
It'd be excellent. Okay. Now you said a fork here, not a whisk. A whisk is a more common tool to use to beat up eggs.
Yep, but a fork is better.
Okay. And a toaster oven. Um, and you put it on the tray inside the oven.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Feta cheese is already sort of grated, or do you buy it pre-grated?
No, what do you mean by pre-graded, by the way?
Um, so is it a block or is it
It's a
separated?
block.
Okay. So how do you grade it?
We use a knife and just cut it.
Okay. You need a knife. So that's the whole point of this is you have to kind of come up with all the other stuff.
With
Anything
all
else
the
you can think
others.
of? Well, we're gonna find out as you start to make this. Um,
Um,
so tell me, um, so imagine, and I'll start here. Set all the I'll just say it like this way. Getting started is easy. Set all the ingredients out on the counter. Okay. Now you're going to take over. What is the first thing that you do? Imagine you're telling someone like you don't have any arms, you don't have any legs, you can only speak, your arms and legs don't work for the moment. Tell them what to do. Tell me what to do. What's the first
okay.
thing to do? You're going to write
So
this,
sh
but
yeah. My dog is so crazy right now. He wants to eat my hand. Thank you for not eating my hand, man. Okay, let me start typing this out.
do you watch any cooking shows?
No, my mom watches those stuff. I watch the funny cooking shows on Netflix, like Nailed It for fun. I watch that for funsies.
The reason I bring that up is Guy Fieri did a show during COVID where he was on Zoom with other chefs and they were cooking in their kitchens and it was kind of like what we're doing now. You kind of telling people what to do without being there in person.
Oh wow.
So you're gonna list the steps. You're gonna like write out what to do. Um, and I'm gonna be very picky here. So like don't write too much, just one or two sentences because it's got to make sense.
Okay, cool. Sorry, if you hear some noise, that's just my dog playing with a stuffed animal that I have on my bed.
Yeah, unless it's super loud, I usually don't actually hear anything. It's kind of interesting.
Oh, I
Um,
thought you would.
no, I did hear like one bark a while back, but that was it. Most of the time, you can't hear what's going on.
Yeah, his bark's really loud. He's surprisingly a small dog with a big bark.
That's great.
Sorry, I'm running down the steps.
Yeah, take your time. You don't have to write too much because I'm probably gonna be pretty picky about what you write. That's the whole point of this essay, is you have to be able to explain it to someone else.
All right, I wrote the steps.
All right. Wow, you got a lot here. All right. So let's take a look here. All right. The first step is to get out our bowl and crack the egg. Where do you put the egg?
In the bowl.
Okay. Does that what your sentence says though?
No, not really.
Okay. So that's what I meant by I'm gonna be a little bit pickier. So I want you to rewrite this sentence. I'm going to drop it in the chat where you say you get the bowl out. This is what you said, but you crack the egg inside the bowl. You also should tell me what you do with the shell when you're done.
Throw it
I
away.
assume you, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Very good. That's much better, much more complete. Okay. The next step is to whisk the egg with a fork. You have to make a circular motion when whisking the egg to break down the yolk. Very well said. So how do you know when it's done? Like how many, like sometimes in mixes, like when I was a kid, it would say to mix it like 30 to 40 times, or maybe you're looking for a certain color or consistency of the egg. How do you know when it's done?
Or, um, ooh, that's the, I don't know how to describe that. It's when the yolk is, I mean, like, it's when it looks, it's when the yolk isn't still like round, it's like completely gone. I don't know.
So give me some words to that effect. Do your best.
Okay. I'm trying to think right now. I'm
Well, you
thinking.
just said it. I mean, you beat the egg, the yolk is gone,
Beat it down. You beat it down, basically.
right? But I mean, you can just stab it and it's gone, or you can the color kind of changes depending on, you know, I mean, I wouldn't go as far as call it like orange juice looking, but a nice yolk is kind of a brighter color when you're done whisking it. It can also become like frothy if you mix it too much.
Yeah, that's how you make pavlova.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're not sure, you might just say, for 10, 10 to 15 circles.
Yeah,
I mean,
10 to
maybe
15
you can just
circles.
imagine yourself doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours done, something like that.
Yeah,
But you're
we
trying to,
let's go with that. 'Cause I
all
really
right. So,
don't know how to describe it.
okay. So just give me, you have to make circular motions. So let's say how many circular motions. You give me a number here.
Okay, here's what I wrote.
Okay, that's good. That is excellent. All right. The third step is to take out the cheese and add it to your eggs. Okay. I like that. When cutting the cheese, make sure it's pretty big chunks. Okay. Now, I don't know what size that is. Is that the size of a fist? Is that the size of, you know, um, I think it's something smaller, a BB. I mean, just pretty big chunks
The,
could mean a
the
lot of
size of
things.
a BB, yeah, let's go with the size of a BB.
So that's not a good thing to use in food. I was going to think something more like something. So trying to think of something small. So they usually use like maybe this is where we go out and search the internet and see like what are the slicing size terms. I'm going to do that right now and look.
Want me to hold on? I did not hear what you said. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm just trying to find like how like a type of slice or size. They don't and I think is it cubes or is it slices? Another sort of concern here.
Um, it's cubes.
Okay. So we want to add that in there for sure. And we want to give like a something that everyone knows about. Like a finger is pretty big. I don't It seems like too big to me.
I mean,
Something
slices can
else.
work too. If I just say big, like a big slice, they're gonna understand what that is.
Well, they're gonna think that you mean like a slice that you put on a burger because it's a sandwich. We're thinking like a coin. I don't know, like a cube size of a dime. Is that too big?
No, that's perfect.
Okay. So maybe say that here. Instead of saying pretty big chunks, say make sure it's cubed and then add in, you know, the words you want to add there to describe the size. Because remember, they don't know how you cut it up. They're only going off of what you say here.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
Okay. Order is pretty large.
Yeah, that's a perfect
Okay. All right.
amount.
That's fine. I'm just, I'm asking because okay. Um, you want the cheese and egg mixture to be a lot so it can cover the bread. Now they don't know what that means until they do it. Do you have any like, um, so the cheese will come in like a certain number of ounces. And maybe
Yeah,
you
I
don't know.
don't know
Okay.
what I don't know how many ounces to use for this one.
So that's where you have to add in a sentence that says something like, the, um, the amount of cheese can vary, but this is where you say you want the cheese and egg mixture to be enough, not a lot, enough so that it can cover the bread. Okay. And it's really both slices of bread, right?
Yes.
All right. So what are they doing with the cheese though? You still haven't. Oh, I guess you said take these out and add it to your eggs. All right. That's fine. Now, do you mix the cheese with the fork, or do you just throw it in the bowl? Like, what do you do?
So you mush the cheese up, like, like with a potatoes thing where like the potato
Masher.
masher, you mash the
Okay.
cheese with the fork like it's a potato.
Okay.
Like
So
it,
you gotta add. You got 3 minutes here to add a sentence that says that, so that they know that once they put the cheese in, they need to mash it up with the fork.
all right, I just wrote it.
Okay. Once you put the cheese in, you need to mash it up so that. But what are you gonna mash it up with?
The fork. Oh, I forgot to mention the fork.
You got to say that, yeah. Because they might think, oh, I need a masher, and you didn't include that in your list.
All right, I just put fork in.
Now, instead of saying get it everywhere on the bread, you want to say spread it everywhere. I'm going to change that for you so that you can spread it not
Okay.
everywhere, it's on both sides of the bread.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So we're doing really well. Let's just check our word count. Um, so you can get a feel for like how much more is needed. So you're currently at 273 words. So you're pretty close here. Once we describe the rest of it, you'll probably be there to finish the essay. But we're going to stop here for today.